Well, good evening, folks. Nick Cree here, and this is another episode of Business Owners Smashing Online. So apologies about the delay coming in. I did pop a note into chat just to let you know we're having technical issues. It is raining here, so not sure whether that's affecting the internet, but one of our computers decided not to play ball. So here we are on a laptop. Isn't it good that being a techie sort of person, we've got more than one computer lying around here. So we're on an older one today, so hopefully it is all working okay. So here we are, Business Owners Smashing It Online. This is for entrepreneurs, business owners, and people with an entrepreneurial passion or an entrepreneurial seizure, as Michael Gerber talks about. And it is for helping with businesses with your online presence, strategies, tools, apps, and things to make life easier and simpler in business. So let's just find out who's in the room to get started. So what we'll do is, this is totally optional, this part. You can introduce yourself, your name, your business, and what is it you're hoping to get out of tonight? So what drew you along here tonight? So name, business, and why are you here? So who wants to kick us off tonight? Feel free just to unmute, or you can put your hand up or just butt straight in. All right, got Adrian. He's a keen bean there to start us off. That's the story. How are you, Adrian?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I'm really good. Yeah, so I'm free Tuesday night tonight. So
fantastic.
Yeah, usually on Tuesday I'm not. Tonight I know where I'm going tonight. I'm going to jump on to Nick's webinar because I love been on a few times and I really love the energy you have on here. So I'm just here to be an open book and to learn.
Excellent. Well, good to see you, because you're normally out and about doing something else, I believe, aren't you?
Yeah, I usually teach on Tuesday nights myself online, and tonight I'm not. So over to another man with a bright shirt.
That's the way. That's the story. Excellent.
Thanks, man.
All right. Thanks, Adrian. All right. Who else we got here tonight? Name, business, and Jeff, how are you? And we're still reading your lips there.
Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. I'm Jeff Summers, the Reputation Marketing Specialist, and I help people optimize their online presence in all areas, set them up so that they get the most benefit out of everything online. And what I hope to do tonight is find out a bit more about video.
About video and presenting on video. Awesome. Now, well, you're in the right spot if that's what you're after.
Yeah. Excellent.
All right. Who else have we got along here tonight? Just hand up or just come in. Ron, how are you going? And then Brad.
G'day, Nick, and everybody. Yeah, I'm Ron Beswick, and together with my wife, our business is simply called alienron.com, and our focus is on helping over 50s to plan and live a happy, healthy, fun and fulfilling third act. And I can see by all these smiling faces that there's nobody that fits that category in this audience. There's nobody over 50, I don't think. So that's sort of. But I'm looking forward to learning more about presenting on video and looking at the brief you had on. I'll make sure that I'm not doing emails and not looking away and not putting my video on freeze.
Excellent. Well, I'll take the fact that I'm not over 50 tonight, so thank you for that. All right, and good to see you here as ever. All right, time for a couple more. We've got Brad there.
Yeah, g'day guys and girls. My name's Brad Delaney. I'm from the Headshot Guys. My vision, I suppose, is to take the pain out of having your headshots, personal branding, portraits photographed. Obviously, I have some techniques and a core belief that says being photogenic is teachable. It's a skill that you can learn. It's the same as riding a bike or driving a car. You can do it. So that's it. That's me.
Excellent. And I've had a few good sort of sessions with you, Brad, that resulted in some shots there that my team there enjoy using. So better than the snaps I take on my iPhone, I can tell you that.
That's it. All right. I'm hoping I can always do better than someone can do on an iPhone.
Yes, indeed. Yes, absolutely. All right. Last one. Who's our lucky last for tonight? Just pop your hand up or jump straight in. Otherwise, I'm just going to crack on. There's Mrs. Red. How are you, Mrs. Red?
I was like, it was a bit of an awkward moment, so I thought I'd better jump in. Hi, everyone. Pretty much know everyone that's here anyway. And you know that I am, oh gosh, that was the dog. I run a online and in-person art room for kids and adults, and do a lot of paint and sips online now these days, which has been really fun. Everyone knows what a paint and sip is. And I'm always here, so I don't have a reason as to why I'm here tonight. I'm always here, Nick. Always here to see you all.
And this is a time you plan. You've got dinner in front of you, and you're going to be doodling tonight. What are you doodling tonight?
Not too sure. Not too sure. I'll find something. Don't you worry.
Excellent. Excellent. All righty. Well, let's kick off for this evening. For those that have just arrived, my name's Nick Cree, and this is Business Owners Smashing It Online. In the wings, we have waiting, and I'll introduce him shortly, is Howard Whitson. So give us a wave there, Howard. He's coming in all the way from Shanghai in China. So he's living over there at the moment, and he is a charisma and speaking coach, and he's going to talk to us about how to get more confidence in front of camera. In fact, some really interesting tips and tricks. So Howard has got rid of those things called ums and ahs for me over the week. A few pop in every now and again, but he's got some really good tools, which I think that we'll all enjoy, particularly being that we do a lot of work on these types of platforms at the moment. All right, so let's check in here. So this is Business Owners Smashing It Online. And we do have an agenda tonight. So as ever, I've got some cool online tools to share with you, which I'll jump into very shortly before introducing and handing over to Howard with the presentation on his tips and tricks to gain confidence in front of camera. And during the session, I believe Howard's going to run a reasonably interactive one as well too. So feel free to drop questions into chat, or he'll guide and direct you as to how to run the question time. And there is a prize tonight. So Howard's provided a prize which is well worth sticking around for. And as ever, you need to be in the room when it's drawn. Otherwise, we redraw it and give it to someone else. And then we'll close off around about Australian Eastern Standard Time, around about 7:30, which I think is, what's that, about 4:30, 5:30 if it, in Shanghai. So it's just time for dinner for Howard. And then we'll talk about the next event before we close off and head away. So let's move on to our cool online tools. All right, so the first one that I have for us tonight is one called Speakflow.com. So I pulled up this one here. I've introduced it probably about 2 years ago, this one here, and it's a tool which is an online teleprompter. So for those of you that forget your words and stumble over words, or maybe needing to read something as you go, then this teleprompter is a really quite a good one. There's no software to download, and it simply is a browser. You simply sign in, create a free account, sign in, and copy and paste the text that you want to speak into the browser itself. I'm going to see whether I'm actually signed in. Oh, here we go. We're signed in already. So I've already got one loaded into the teleprompter already. So if we start that, you can see that, oh, there we go, permission needed. You can see that we have the teleprompter up there. So the good thing about it is that if we start it and start speaking like this, Speakflow is more than teleprompter software. It's a better way to create content. Speakflow allows you to deliver speeches more concisely and record your videos quicker. So you can just read it, but the good thing about it too is that you can set the speed so that it runs, at a particular speed. You just follow it with your speech, or you can swap it around the other way, where it will, the speed of it will be dictated by how quickly you're speaking. So it'll actually stop when you stop speaking, and it will continue when you start speaking. So that's the flow setting down here. So a whole lot of settings down the bottom. You can change the size of it For those of you that have eyesight that is probably not as good as it used to be, maybe it's those that are over 50. I might be over 50, Ron, because my eyesight's starting to disappear. Not quite sure what's happening there. So it's a great little app. It works on mobile, works on your iPhone or Android device, also works on your computer. And if you're running, let's say, pre-recorded sessions or things where you're creating a sales letter, an online sales letter, then this is a great way of just reading, having something that you can read. So obviously the problem with reading is sometimes your voice becomes stilted and wooden and not quite natural. That's why I've got Howard here tonight to help us with, speaking naturally and authentically when we're using a tool like this. So there we go. This one is called Speakflow.
Hey, Nick, with that one, can you use that? So, for example, I'm recording a video on my mobile phone. Can you use that and record at the same time?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah, you probably just need to play around with the settings of it all. But it's really designed to be able to use it so that, while you're recording, it'll record with you. But set up a free account, have a play. They've got a record button down the bottom for video. I haven't actually sort of checked that out there, but you'll be able to sort of, work it through there. And you could probably do it on another device as well, too. Well, you can do it on another device. So you can film on one device and just have the, what do you call it, teleprompter on another. All right, so that is speakflow.com. Now, what we'll do with these links is we will drop them into chat. So if you're not quite sure where chat is, down the bottom of your screen is a Zoom toolbar. And one of the icons there is a speech bubble. If you click on that speech bubble, that will open up chat. And at the bottom right-hand side of that speech bubble are three little dots. If you click on that, those three little dots, then you can save the chat to your computer. So you can save it as you go. If you save it now and then save it in 10 minutes time and save it 30 minutes time, it'll just keep adding to that same chat on your computer. So a good time to do it is just immediately after we've got these online tools and apps, because all of the links will be in there. You can click on those in your own time to go and explore those rather than having to squint at the screen and go and write them down. All right, next one we've got is it's sort of an app, or it's an online social media platform, I guess you could call it. It's one called NextDoor. Has anyone come across NextDoor? Just pop your hands up if you've seen this before. No. So it's an interesting app, this one here, in that you join it. It's just like a social media app that you join, often used for job boards as well. So for people that are wanting work done, they'll advertise on this. So I guess it could be an alternative to something like Airtasker, but it's a bit of a mix between Airtasker, which is a jobs board where people pitch for jobs and people bid for jobs, and that's locally in a local area. So it's a cross between that and maybe Facebook, that social media type of thing. So the reason why I included NextDoor in here is once you sign up for it, it's a free account to sign up for. Then you can find friends and people that you know, just like you would on any social media platform. And it will also show you people who are around your local area. So you put in your suburb where you live and the local area where you live, and you can extend it out a bit wider. So if you happen to be in, say, Gold Coast or Brisbane or Shanghai or wherever you happen to be, then you can put your city and just have a radius in terms of the reach. And the thing that I've been playing around with this for is just having a look at the types of jobs that people are looking for. So, for instance, there are photography, people asking for, what was it today? Someone, we're looking for a photographer to come and do something for them. There's all the odds and sods of jobs like, I want someone to mow my lawns once a week. There was someone that was looking for a cleaner. There's someone that was looking for a website. So there are all sorts of jobs that in there that people list. And the idea of it is that people connect on a local level. And so, they may get to meet up themselves physically, or it may be just a virtual catch up. So, you know, for business, it's, I know that a couple of weeks ago, we profiled the Bark platform. This is different to the Bark platform in that it is a social media type of platform as well as a job board, but it's certainly a good way of starting to connect with people, build relationships, you know, look for skills, and you can probably, you know, well, you can connect with people on this platform here, and then go and find them on, you know, say your platform of choice, which might be LinkedIn, or it might be Facebook or Instagram. And so, you know, you can get them, you know, off this board and onto another social media platform, or start a discussion and get them off by email or some other means as well too. So well worth exploring. I've found a host of people that I know in this platform, and a host of people that I don't, and really interested to scroll through the sorts of jobs that are there, and to put some listings up for yourself as well too. So you're able to list, you know, your services and what you do, so other people can go and find you. So check. So it is local. It's not really designed for international. It's really for a, you know, just a small local area where you live. So that's why they're asking for your street address and your state and suburb. So that one there is nextdoor.com. All right, next one I have for you is SocialB. So SocialB is a social media platform management tool, and it allows you to do things like, you know, load up your social media accounts onto it so that you can schedule posts, and you can schedule videos or text-based posts or images. Of course, it's not going to be native to the social media platforms, so it's one step away from native posting, which most of the social media platforms prefer, is that you use their platform to post on. But if you are wanting to send out campaigns or have a regular posting schedule there, and you want to, let's say, schedule up 7 days worth of posts, or even 30 days worth of posts, then SocialB will allow you to do that. But the reason why I pull it up, one is it's cheap. It's not free, it's cheap. It's $20 a month is the starting plan, so it's not expensive. But the other reason too is when you have a look at all of the social media platforms that it posts to, if I can get there, maybe I've passed it. One of them is Google My Business. So, oh, here we go. So Google My Business. Now, I have talked about that in the past. And Google My Business, your posts on it, what it's now changed to, I think, My Business, or Google's changed the name of it, but you will know it as Google My Business or the Maps platform. But if you do post on the platform, so they've got a place for you, it's almost like a blog, but it disappears after a couple of weeks. So your blog posts disappear after a couple of weeks. And so what you can do with this SocialB platform is that you can schedule up, let's say, 3 months worth of content to be posting every couple of weeks. So that platform doesn't matter too much that it's not native to the platform. Google's wanting the content on it. They're not giving penalties for it not being natively on the platform. So you can schedule up 3 months worth of posts. But even more than that, once, you know, as these posts keep dropping off, you keep adding a new one or a couple of new ones. But then what you can do is, rather than writing another 3 months worth of posts, you can just go back to the beginning and repost those posts that you have put on the platform previously. Now, the good thing about that is if these are what we call cornerstone posts, or really describe what your business is, and let's say they're successful posts that do get a bit of click-through for you, then why waste it by, you know, not using them again? This will allow you to use them again and again and again. People won't remember them on Google My Business. So you can keep repeating your posts on a you know, fairly regular basis. You can even do it monthly. You can repeat them every month. You know, if you're posting, you know, a couple of times a week, so you've got sort of 2 or 3 or 4 posts up there, and then just keep recycling a month's worth of posts. Great thing about that is it keeps your Google My Business profile active. Google's looking for active profiles, and if you're using in conjunction with things like getting reviews regularly, and even using the free website builder that Google My Business has. Don't use it as your main website, but you can just create a free website with Google My Business, and then have those links point back to your actual website. And you'll be surprised, if you haven't got Google My Business and not using it to its full extent, it's probably one of the most powerful tools that are out there in terms of getting business and generating leads and inquiries for your business. So highly, highly recommend you. If you don't have a profile, go and claim one. Super easy. If you want to know how to do it, there is someone here on the call that does this sort of stuff by the name of Jeff Summers. So he's all across this as well too, and I'm sure he'd be happy for you to reach out to him to help with that as well too. All right, so that is SocialB.io. You can see that it works for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google My Business, and TikTok as well too. All right, next one we have in for you. This is one I came across just the other day talking with someone, and it's an Australian-based app as well too, Australian-based CRM. And it's really quite an interesting one in the sense that I'm always an advocate of having different tools, like having the best tools that connect together for different purposes. So, having a CRM for your customer relationship management and sending out your emails, having a website with landing pages for your landing pages. So don't put your landing pages in your CRM, having a payment gateway that's separate. So everything is having a calendar, that's booking calendar, but separate. So this one here, though, I've had a look at it, and it's really quite an interesting application in that it has a lot of things in it. So they've built it to be almost like a one-stop shop for things like your booking calendar. So I happen to use Calendly as a booking calendar, and there's a number of other ones out there as well too. Text messaging, SMS and text messaging and chat. And things like building, just quick landing pages and funnels in there. Also managing your social media from here as well too. So that SocialB that I just displayed earlier, you can use this particular tool for managing social media as well as your contacts and links. So it is an all-in-one tool. It has been done very well by a couple of folks in Aussie here as well, and hoping to get them on the show here at some point as well too. So who knows, I might see this segment here and decide it's worthwhile coming on, because we've already sort of pre-featured them. And you'll see they've got a comparison here in terms of what it costs to get each of these tools separately, and you can see the icons for the tools on the left-hand side. And then what is included in CRM Hub. So they've got an estimate of what it would cost you to have these tools. Now, some of the estimates are probably a bit on the high side. So you can sort of, even if you drop that back by, say, half, for your business, you compare that to what they're charging. They charge $197 a month flat for all of these tools. So so again, that one there was, and I've had a look inside it as well, and it's definitely worth checking out if you are looking for a range of those sort of tools and wanting to manage it from one place. So that's crm-hub.tech. All right, last one I've got for you is for you, those of you that read. This is for you. Those of you that listen to audiobooks, this is for you as well. Or those of you that do neither currently and don't want to read long books, this is also for you as well. It's one called Blinkist. I have used this to listen to books. And what it does is it takes popular books. And for me, I'm looking at business books. They've got a whole lot of different categories in there as well too. But I just look at the business books and marketing books, takes those popular books and condenses them into just the core ideas in the book, and so it condenses it right down so that you can read it in the app and get the essence of what this book's about, what the core principles are, and pretty much you can read it in about 30 minutes or so, rather than taking a few days to read it. And you can also listen to it as well too. So you can read it, or you can listen to it, or you can read it and listen to it as well too. So, there we go, 15 minutes. So you can listen to it in 15 minutes and get the core concepts of this. So, if you're using it to think about what books might be helpful to get and to read, then this one will give you a good summary of what the book's all about. And then if the book is any good, or you like the sound of it, then you can go and order the full version of the book on audio or on hard copy. So this is well with it. Now, they have a free trial with it. It is a paid app. It's not expensive, and if you compare it to actually buying all these books as well, then it's a super cheap option for you. So as I say, they do have a free trial, well worth downloading it and having a listen or having a read at some of these books. Oh, there we go, $9.99 a month. Of course, it's in US dollars, so it's going to be around $13, $14 in Australian or New Zealand currency. Adrian, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, mate. I'm an author, so getting books onto the site. Do you know the process for that?
Ooh, that I don't know. So that's a really good question since you've authored a book, haven't you?
A few.
Probably, I'd have a look at the FAQs, maybe down the bottom of it. There may be some way there of getting it on. I'm not sure whether they pre-select them or they've just got a selection process, or they allow you to get other books on. But no doubt you could, if you can't find anything there, you could probably just contact the support there, and they'll give you some instructions or some ways of being able to do it.
Great.
But good thought. I like that. Like your thinking.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, there we go. That is Blinkist.com. That is a roundup of our cool online tools and apps for today. So let's drop into chat what your favorite one was, which is going to be the one that will take you down that rabbit hole of procrastination so that you avoid doing things in favor of checking out some of these tools. All right, we got Ron. Listen to Blinkist when you're on the bike or at the gym. Yeah, great use for that. That's perfect. So vote for Speakflow and SocialB, CRM Hub, NextDoor, Blinkist. All right, just drop your favorite one, and always good to get a read on which is the one that is going to really sort of take you down that rabbit hole to really enjoy it. CRM Hub there as well too. Perfect. And Blinkist sound fab. Excellent. All right. Well, as I say, that's our online tools segment for tonight. We will post these up on social media as we do every day. Always love to hear your experience or some of the tools that you use as well too. So if you've got any there that you think would be worth a mention or worth us profiling, then feel free to drop it into the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook group. If you're not a member of it, the link is now in chat. So now's a good time to go there and join because we post all of these events up there as well too. And we'll cut up some of these tools and bits and pieces and post them there for the time that you're not able to make it. And feel free to message me as well. I'm happy for you to message me with some of these online tools as well if you think there's one worth profiling.